Hey all, and welcome to Real Little Britain. Folks, tonight I've got something special because this is the first time I've reviewed a Lambic on YouTube. It's about probably the third or fourth time I've had one. This one comes from Timmermans and it's their Pumpkin Lambic, coming out of 4% ABV. Bought this from Beer House. It arrived on Monday. As you can see, this bottle was $7.55. Looking very, very nice. It's a 750ml bottle. Really looking forward to trying it. Comes with a beautiful champagne cap cork. One thing I love about Lambic beers is the kind of the way they're made. You know, Belgium in the same valley, they've got this unique wild yeast strain. So it's like your normal contemporary lagers and ales, we use adapted strains which keep going, but this is very much spontaneous fermentation. Very, very good, which kind of gives these ales that kind of cidery sour notes. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. I'll get this case off. And a nice pop there, folks. Did you hear that? Look at that. And that steaming is absolutely fantastic. Beautiful, beautiful smokiness. So let's go straight in with the pour. So another true characteristics of Lambics is they always produce wonderful heads on their beers. So this beer has poured with good carbonation as expected, and it's poured this nice loosely packed bubbles, which is about 2 fingers, starting to disperse quite quickly, but a wonderful colour. Look at that. That is a nice, lovely golden colour. Okay, very good indeed. You can see the carbonation streaming up that. So let's go straight in with the nose. Oh, the first thing you're getting is this wonderful, wonderful pumpkin mash, followed by a little bit of apple. You are getting this wonderful, it's like a very light sweet cider. There's some maize. A little bit of nutmeg. And I'm also picking up a woody note to it as well. It's like damp wood. Okay, let's go straight in with the flavour. Cheers, folks. Oh yeah. So the first thing you get is this really, really light but sweet pumpkin coming through. But it's also got a bit of sharpness of lemon. And then what happens is that kind of rounds itself off and you get a deep pumpkin mush flesh kind of, and then that's wrapped in this like pulp. If you carve a pumpkin and you get your hands right and you scoop it out, that's what it smells like. But there's this wonderful sharpness of lemon. You're getting wonderful nutmeg. You're getting cinnamon. You're also picking up this oak woodiness, which is kind of like damp. But this beer, folks, is very, very spiced. And the biggest spice being there is probably the nutmeg. This beer is 4%, and it does drink like a 4% beer. But the sweetness balances with the sourness, and then the bit what overcaps it all is the spiciness. I think it's slightly overspiced, but very, very, very enjoyable. And a beer, you know, one you could definitely sit over. You know, this is a 750 ml bottle, I think it is, or a litre bottle, and you know you could easily sip over it for an hour or so, relaxing kind of. I'm sure the flavours will change as it warms up. What is very good about it is, after that kind of pumpkin mash hits you and the bitterness of the lemon, you're starting to get a light apple cidery note, which is starting to hang on at the end, and it's a bit like that kind of the sweet apple kind of vinegary cider you get. And again, that is sitting there in the background and it's bouncing around, and it's complementing the sweetness of the pumpkin very, very well. Um, I'm getting a touch, and it's very, very light, of watercress. But a very, very nice lambic, very nice style of beer, especially with the pumpkin. At first I thought, I don't know if this is going to work, because usually, you know, you get the strawberry ones, you get peach, but yeah, this does work. So what's the finish like? The finish is sweet, the finish is sour, with wonderful pumpkin notes, leading off with a really um, over overspiced nutmeg and cinnamon ness, which leads to which I would classify as a lemon bitterness. What do I give Timmermans for their pumpkin lambic at 4% ABV? Folks, this to me is a decent drop. I've enjoyed it. Would I get it again? Possibly, maybe a smaller bottle. I would love to try this in keg. So for me, it's a 7 out of 10, folks. A 7 out of 10. That's Real Ale Britain doing a review on Timmermans, their pumpkin lambic at 4% ABV. Cheers. Slamacara.